So it's kind of a rainy, poopy day in Missouri today. I thought I'd do a quick down and dirty video on how to rust proof your van. We all know that rust kills these things very fast, and so if you've bought one or thinking about buying one and you get underneath it and you find rust, you're going to want to stop it like as fast as possible. There's a number of different ways, but I'm going to show you what I used and you can go from there. I highly recommend this product right here, OSPHO. OSPHO is a great rust killer. You can get it at Ace Hardware, probably Lowe's, maybe Home Depot, I don't know. And you're going to want a pump sprayer. If you have one of the little portable, little tiny ones that you can use to water your flowers, that actually works pretty well too. Anyway, you're going to pour the OSPHO in there. Before you get going on the van though, you want to pressure wash the underside of the van as well as you can. Get every inch of it. And then let it dry for a day or two. You want it dry before you put the OSPHO on it. Then get the pump sprayer. I recommend wearing full rain gear and goggles. You do not want to get OSPHO on you or in your eyes especially, man. This stuff will burn like hell. Get under the van, blast every inch of it, everywhere you see rust, and make sure you don't forget to do up in the front where your core support is. Anywhere you see rust, just soak it. Let it dry for a couple days. It'll be a sort of a white filmy look. Then pressure wash it off again, let it dry for a day or so, and then look under there again, because I guarantee you will find places you missed. Hit it again. After you've done that a couple of times and you've pretty much neutralized all the rust, pressure wash the crap out of it, and then you're going to want to undercoat it. The product I used is undercoating in a can. It's a wax base. There's a number of wax bases. This stuff is used by a lot of DOTs, especially in the snow belt. It's very good, and I'll show it on the video where I got it. There's some pluses and minuses to wax base. Fluid film's another wax base one. The minuses is it never really sets up. So if you're working under the van later, even a year later, you're going to get it on you. But you can get it off. The pros to the wax base is it absorbs into the rust and into the metal and just protects it from oxygen getting to it so it doesn't rust. This stuff is awesome. It works really, really well. I know some people like Pour 15. I'm not real hot on that because it encapsulates the metal. But if you get a rock chip where it breaks off a piece, now you can get water infiltrating behind it and rusting it that way. So say you've already done the whole thing now and you've undercoated the crap out of it with your undercoating in a can. The next step is to pop all the plugs in your rockers and get up in the front, especially around your core support, and get your pump sprayer again and buy a gallon of this, LPS 3. This is amazing stuff. Pour it in your pump sprayer, it's sprayable. You shove that pump sprayer up inside those rockers, you get every inch inside the rockers, every inch of inside your core support, anywhere there's an opening. You make sure when you're using the OSPHO and your undercoating that you get behind the fuel tank, up in the area by the ABS. Make sure you get the leaf spring pockets, anywhere rust can hide. But if you use LPS inside all these other panels, it'll drip for about 3 or 4 days. So don't park it in your driveway or your garage. But that'll coat, and it's a wax base too. It'll coat the inside of your rockers and everything and keep it from rusting from the inside out. That's pretty much how I did it. I did this van 3.5 years ago. I still can't find any sign of any rust anywhere under there. Other than the few things I've done since then. I replaced sway bar links and things like that, and I need to get under there and maybe give them some paint. But the frame and everything is rock solid, no sign of rust anywhere. And this van did have some on it when I started. But I highly recommend this process. It's very affordable. OSPHO is not horribly expensive, but you're probably going to need a couple of jugs of it. The undercoating in a can was reasonable. I think it's less than fluid film, and I'm super happy with it. It did a great job, and I figure those DOTs in the snow belt know what they're doing. They're using that in their snow plows and stuff. It certainly seems to work great from what I can tell. The LPS inside everything, I'm going to do that again here probably sometime this fall. I figure about every 2 years it wouldn't hurt to give it a blast. When you're done with all that, make sure all the drains in your rockers are still clear and put your rubber plugs back in. Hopefully that will help somebody. I know this is not a real great video, but that's the way it is. I'm not doing these for subscriptions or likes or anything. I hope this helps, and good luck with your van.